So these are seed potatoes that came out of my garden from last year. They're just what we have left over. We grew blue and red and white potatoes, and we had a good crop. They lasted us all winter, and this is what's left over, and we're going to use those for seed potatoes. But I like to plant my seed potatoes in, I like to plant my potatoes in my mulch garden. And I know that this is not the way a lot of people do it. As a matter of fact, very few people probably do it this way. But I have them come in, and I've been doing this for 3 years, and I've had marvelous gardens. Right, this right here was my watermelon patch, and I grew watermelons that were averaging between 48 and 30 pounds. And lots of other smaller ones, but right here in this patch, right here, that's where it was at. I decided this year I'm going to plant potatoes in this spot, and I'll probably move my watermelons to the back of this garden area. But I have them come in, and I have them drop off this wood chip mulch. And you don't need it this thick. I like it thick, generally speaking, because weeds don't come up. I never have to water my garden. When I plant in here for potatoes or watermelons or cantaloupes or squash or anything that I plant, I never have to water all year long. How come? Well, because there's so much moisture underneath this material that it's always there. It's just always moist, damp, has lots of worms. So I really like that about this type of gardening. If you're gonna plant like this in a mulch garden, this is thick. Like right down there on the end, it's about a foot thick, and it looks a little labor intensive taking out. I take away and haul away to the other parts of the garden the material that we have on top. You cannot plant in the mulch itself. You have to get the mulch out of the way, and then you got to dig down into the dirt, and you've got to plant into the dirt. Otherwise, the plants don't do well. And then once the plants get going up, if you want to surround them a little bit by the mulch, again, that preserves them, protects them from heat. It protects them from the dryness. They always have the moisture and the worms, and it's always good. And that's how I do it. I planted this kale in the fall, and before the weather got really, really cold. And when the plants come up when they're very, very tender in the fall, before it gets really cold, they can survive well through the winter. This kale has survived through temperatures in the mid-teens. I've had to come out and pull out some of it that got ruined by the cold, but it's very tender. I just keep harvesting it, putting it in my smoothies, keep eating it, just come out here and munch around for a while, and it's just really good, sweet kale.